Welcome to Spintown, Spintown, creepers in the blue and gold. Spintown, Spintown, the Grim Reaper's gonna get your soul. In the cobble pit you get your soul, don't even try resisting in Spintown. Spintown!
Welcome to Spintown, everyone. I've been playing Death Run for a while now. There are players who have been around longer and players who are certainly more skilled, but I think I've been around long enough to help you avoid being a Death Run douche. I'll do so by compiling a list of behaviors that you should try to avoid. I'm defining Death Run douche as someone who intentionally breaks the rules or attempts to lessen someone else's enjoyment of the game while in game. Some things on the list are fairly obvious, but some of them you may be unfamiliar with, so sit back, relax, and get ready to learn how to avoid being a Death Run douche. Some players enjoy being the death dealer, others don't, but this is a game that requires two important roles, and whatever role you're given, you should do your best with. So when a player quits because they didn't get the role they wanted, they're basically saying, screw y'all, I didn't get what I want, so I'm taking my ball and going home. Now, speedrunners may not mind this, but I would think the majority of players would soon get bored if the death roll just went away entirely. So if you get stuck being death when you don't want to, suck it up and do the best you can. Next game you'll probably get to be runner again, and by putting forth your best effort, you help ensure other players will get the experience they expected when playing a game called Death Run. Could you please hit that like button before we go any further? I'd really like it if you could hit that like button. Pretty please hit it? Don't hit the thumbs down button though. The thumbs down button is so overclicked. I could really use another like. Okay, I'm just annoyed saying all that. It has to be annoying for you to listen to. Imagine if I did that with every video. If it sounds familiar, it's probably because it sounds just like the players in the Death Run lobby. Nobody wants to be told what they should vote for. People should be able to vote for whatever map they want, no matter what you personally think of said map. You have the right to vote for whatever you want. Let others do the same. I know multiple people who vote against what the beggars want just because they find them annoying. So in a lot of cases, you're just hurting your chances of getting the map you want. Hacking is a bannable offense, so calling someone else a hacker just because you can't keep up with them makes you a Death Run douche. People often try to find excuses for why they're doing horrible when someone else is excelling. Just practice more and eventually you'll get better. The other players can clearly see if someone is hacking or not and if you're just really bad. By making excuses or by calling someone else a hacker when they aren't, you just make yourself look even worse. This is a minor thing, but I try to avoid saying bad game or BG in chat. People often use it because they were killed by the death dealer or they didn't finish first. Most of the time it's used to offend another player when the person using the term is actually the one doing something wrong. Learn to be a good sport. If you lose, if you miss out on a speedrun, just try again next game. No point in showing everyone in chat how mad you got at yourself for failing, because in most cases that's exactly what happened. The administration has admitted this is an issue, although they've completely failed to address it up to this point. When someone wants to troll another player without much risk of a response by staff, they sometimes resort to spamming you party invites. Now the first time this happened to me, I didn't know how to stop it, and the staff online couldn't even tell me how to stop it because the spam was coming so fast I couldn't read the staff's response to me. Eventually, I looked onto the forums and figured it out, but there's going to be a lot of new players like I was who don't know how to stop it. The only reason this is ever done is to flood someone's chat and annoy them. So if this is something you've done in-game, there's no way around it. You're a Death Run douche. I only recently found out this is something that people could be punished for, but it's something I see all the time. The death dealers are a team. It's their job to stop the runners from finishing the race. They are not in competition with each other to get the most kills. If someone is sitting at a button, their teammate is not allowed to come steal it from them. Granted, accidents will happen once in a while if the death dealer is using the compass. It's completely possible to teleport in front of somebody and not even see them. But it's usually pretty easy to spot a one-time accident from a Death Run douche. I don't know if I'm right about this, but I was told nobody had been banned for teaming in Death Run until my Kaz Pro and Luke video was uploaded. I've been told protecting is a common practice in Death Run and that most speedrunners do it. Whether or not any of this is true doesn't matter because teaming instantly makes you a Death Run douche. It gives one player an advantage over all the others, and the death dealer involved is actively working against his teammate. So every other player in the game trying to win and do their best is affected by this practice. As a side note, I currently think the staff needs to rethink their approach to handling teaming. Even in a recent thread meant to clarify what teaming is, I find the evidence required to ban runners for this offense extremely unfair. I think people crying targeter is the hive version of crying wolf. Some people do it because they don't know what targeting is, and some people do it because they just want to troll. Either way, 99% of the time I see it, even when I'm not the death dealer, the person crying about targeting isn't being targeted. If you're going to name call and accuse people of breaking the rules in game, at least know the rules first. I'll provide a link to a recent thread defining teaming and targeting in the description below. Whether on Death Run or any other game mode, hackers are always going to be the #1 douchebags. These people waste the time of the players who log in to play a game on a level playing field, they waste the time of the staff who have to constantly deal with them, and they waste the space they're physically taking up on this earth. They can all go to hell. Well, that's pretty much it for my list of behaviors to avoid. If you can avoid these behaviors, you're probably okay in my book. Even if you've done these things in the past, it doesn't mean you have to continue being a death run douche. I used video and screenshots as examples in this video. Those people were being douches, but unlike the change Obama and Trump promised, I believe they can change for the better. Thanks for watching today's video. If you didn't get enough... What the hell? Where the fuck is my end screen at? I can't end the video without my end screen. Oh, I bet I know the problem. My list is only 9 items long. That's just a weird number to end the list on. If I get this list to 10, the video would probably end. Can you guys think of something I missed? Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions. Unfortunately, I can't wait for your comments. I need an ending now. So let's see. What really bugs me in game? Ripping off your players with a rank that costs more than $100 makes you a douche. I swear the week prior to the Hive releasing its new rank, I just bashed Brawl.com for their overpriced ranks that rip children off. Then the Hive says, hold my beer, and does it as well. I mean shit, I love the Hive and most of the staff seems cool, but in my mind there's no way to justify pricing a rank at over $100 when the game itself only costs $27. I know they need to make money, but other servers have managed to make money without prices that high. And if that's the only way they can make money, they need to take another look at their business model. Kids aren't exactly good with money, or much else. So when your primary customer is a kid, I'm not going to think too highly of someone exploiting their poor decision making. I complained on Twitter and got this response. It's a way for people to support us and get some completely balanced perks. I'm not sure if it's completely balanced or not, as I only play Death Run. I do know that I get whatever map I want most of the time, and I gain more tokens than I can spend with the new rank. But if someone wants to support your server, there are ways to allow that without overpricing ranks. We offer upgrades from previous ranks and haven't added a new rank in over 4 years. We've only ever decreased the prices and added more perks. Thanks for not screwing over the community during the past 4 years, but it doesn't justify doing it now. There, the list is now complete. Again, feel free to mention other ways to avoid being a death run douche in the comments below. Some people would probably add me to that list, but I disagree. I'd be considered a YouTube douche. Thanks for watching today's video. If you didn't get enough Spintown for today, you can click on this annotation right here to watch another recent video. Remember, there's a brand new video here every single Monday, so until then, spin out.